who is Oreo and why are we doing this? Good questions, let's find out. Oreo is an adorable black and white dog from the game Sky Children of the Light. The game offers a captivating experience in a beautifully crafted world. It also offers a unique social experience where you get to play with other players. Today, I will be showing you some of the gameplay and showing the seasonal content to the Two Embers Part 1. Before we get there though, let's go back to Oreo. And we're going to start with a colored pencil and a circle, or an oval shape to be fair. It's more like a potato on its side. Then we're going to draw a larger circle around it, making sure to keep the potato shape at the base, and again a little bit more to the right of the character. Once that's done, we're going to go back to our potato shape, and at the top of it we're going to draw a pointed spike triangle shape. Now for the eyes. Oreo's eyes are made of straight lines, so we're going to start the beginnings of a rectangle, and then for the top part we're going to put an angle on top, like you're putting a roof on a house. Then we go over to add a nose. Again, I'm making it a little bit angly, rigid, acting like I'm drawing a circle with lines basically. Back to the potato shape, and we're going to draw a line across the base, and again we're going to make it a little bit more rigid, so we're drawing lines around the circle shape. And then we're going to finish it off with a ton shape. For the ears, we're going to branch out up from where the eye is for each ear, add a triangle shape, making it about 4 inches tall for each side, and now I'm going to go back over them so it's more of a rounded triangle shape, and draw 2 lines coming out from the potato-ish shape one last time. Now for the body, I'm going to draw a line down and then make it into a boomerang angle shape and carry that all the way down towards the base of the canvas. Add a straight line across the top of the leg, and then we're going to add the other leg. Add a diagonal line to the left, and we're going to draw the hind leg now. Position a little bit above the leg in front, and then we're going to add a tail that curves up and back around like a potato. And we connect it into the back and draw that to the head. Oreo does have this pattern in the tail and on the back. It's angular and it comes down like this. Once that's done, I'm going to take a black colored pencil and go back over everything, adding in some hair details. I'm using acrylic paint today, and these are the colors. We've got a midnight black, a stone blue, a light gray, and white. Starting with stone blue, paint in the eyes. Then we take our midnight black, which is black with a hint of blue and purple in it, just to give it a little bit more dynamic. And we're going to paint in the entirety of the head with this, painting around the eyes, the snout shape, paint in the nose shape, as well as the pattern on the back. And for the tail, remember to paint the underside and not the top side with the midnight black. Next, we take the light gray and we're going to paint right underneath the head. Then on the left side of the face, we're going to draw a line straight down with the light gray, draw it across to the right, and then we're going to go down and over, kind of zigzag it. And then we're going to paint in the legs and the left side of the body all with that light gray color. And I'm going to mix together a little bit of pink for the tongue. Once that's dry, I'm going to take a putty eraser and try to get up any of those colored pencil lines that I can before adding the white. Any areas that are white on Oreo, we are going to be painting white. And then we just repeat everything. We paint the eyes the stone blue, second layer the midnight black, light gray, and the white. On the final layer, I did outline a little bit with that stone blue. I also dotted the eyes with some light gray. Around the ears, some little light gray streaks, and I roughly mixed together the blue and the black to make a color for the very last leg. Just kind of a square shape in between the 2 front legs. That is how you paint Oreo, but I think Oreo might need a background, so let's do that real quick. For the background, I'm taking a vibrant light blue, and I'm going to coat the entirety of the background with this. I'm also not going to worry about keeping the edges too clean around Oreo, so I'm going to paint right over Oreo just a little bit, because I'm going to do one more top coat with Oreo on top of the background. So yeah, be messy. Don't worry about painting in the lines. When that's dry, we paint it all again with the same color, all of it. That's our second coat. I'm adding streaks of white just above the base of the canvas. Then I'm taking a lime green, and again white here, mixing it right on the canvas together, blending it into the white by brushing back and forth. Then I'm going to take a darker green and do the rest of the base with it. Even darker green just below Oreo for a shadow shape. Then we go back over and re-outline Oreo using the midnight black, streaks of light green for grass blades, and some pink orb shapes just kind of floating throughout, and some white dots for sparkles. And here we have Oreo! I very much enjoyed the day with Oreo. Now I'm going to show you the game. To start out, it is a game where you can customize your character, and so of course I'm going to add the seasonal accessory hat and the cloak of darkness that I got this season. And let's go explore. You might already be a fan of Sky Children of the Light, but in case you don't know, the game is a visually stunning and emotionally captivating experience set in a beautifully crafted world. Players are known as the Children of Light, and you explore various realms, interact with spirits, and work to restore light to a darkened kingdom. The game does encourage you to play with others with multiplayer functions, communications primarily non-verbal, utilizing gestures, emotes, and light to interact with others. Before you can get to the seasonal content though, you do have to do the initial gameplay and unlock this door with the shining light that goes up. I have done that though, which means I can do the access point and teleport to a lovely cinema area for the seasonal content of the Two Embers Part 1. When I first arrived, all the lights were off, but there was this little message left for me, and I could open the objects other players have left, and of course I'm gonna jump on the little branch, and I love to perch, so. And after that I went to explore more. I learned that I couldn't go into the area, and I did in fact have to turn on the lights, and I went to go pick up the freebies first because I saw there were free things, and then I turned on the posters, and they were inspired by iconic movies like My Neighbor Totoro, Star Wars. There was also Jaws and Forrest Gump, but creatively reimagined in the Sky world. Once I reopened the cinema, I could go and watch the show. I did have to wait for the screening to start though, because the game is a very social interactive game with a huge community, and you're gonna watch this movie together. When the film does start though, you're in for stunning animation, a beautiful art style, vibrant colors, and the story follows a young child of light and a manatee as they navigate a dark storm in a crumbling kingdom. And let's go explore some more. It's very much a unique gameplay. There are no time limits. It's ideal for casual players, and you can engage on quests, collecting unique items, unlocking emotes. And multiplayer is very much ingrained in the gameplay. You can call upon others to help you find spirits, play and make friends, interact using gestures and light, and get pulled along for a ride. Here we're at the Sky Anniversary festivities, and we get to meet Oreo again. Oreo is everywhere here, flying through the air. The game is free, but you can purchase add-ons in the game, like these outfits. And oh my goodness, I just love this whole area. Oreo is amazing. If you can't tell, I love Oreo so much. And yes, I can ride Oreo, so that's really cool. I still had a bit of time before the screening, and so I went back to the cinema to do one of the quests with the Tender Toy Maker. Here I helped the toy maker journey across the market, made the toy maker a tea because the toy maker is not feeling the best, got to sell some of the toys for the toy maker, and then we've got the manatee character from this season. And of course I'm gonna go have a play. At this point, I put on some of the seasonal freebies, and I decided to call a player to help me find spirits. And then another player put us in jail. We were both just stuck there. They even decorated it when I pressed the button. If you'd like to try out Sky Children of the Light, I'd highly recommend the game. It's very therapeutic, it's nice, breezy, fun to fly through, great scenery. The cinema is a fun space to go to, and you do get to watch a short film about a child of light and a manatee character that's adorable that we saw earlier. It's really fun. Ready for the movies? Yeah. The game has a lot of people in the community who do fan arts. I really like the sceneries in the game, and so I just wanted to paint. I had a vision in my head of what the game kind of looks like, and I just kind of went off that. All those lovely sceneries. This is one of the forest sections, and I made sure to keep the tones purple and blue and the greens vibrant. Added in some tree shapes that were kind of bouncing between the colors, and then I added in some more light tones. The blades of grass kind of in the style of the game, those orby flowers again. And I love how Sky Children of the Light really plays with the contrast colors to make the light shine through. And of course we're gonna add a shrine in there. This is what the painting looks like so far. I'm going to do one more layer of touch-ups. For the top details, I added in a few more trees, highlighted the shrine, added some dust texture, light filtering from above, and a few more highlight points. And here's the finished painting. I really like how the game will contrast the tones to make the light shine through, as well as all the shrines. Makes for a very good view. I just love this painting. It's so happy. It's such a happy painting. The game is so pretty, and if you do check it out, do remember there is the seasonal content, the Two Embers Part 1 and 2 coming. Painting, fun times, buys, goodbye, buys.